We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. Safe travel.
I told you to leave my tools alone. You have yours, and I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
Did you look behind the forge? I think I saw it there.
Oh, yes. Now that you mention it, I think. Sorry about that.
Working in Wendhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close. I never expected Ulfric to live up to his legend, but he does. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
Yeah, needs the metal hammered. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? Good. Too many Nords in this town have been listening to Ulfric's narrow-minded words. He's tough, loyal to his men, and a good leader. But if you're not a Nord, Ulfric will never trust you. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfir. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders what Windhelm
I
justice
travel
tastes.
more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days? It was difficult at first. The Nords of the city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Take a look. Thank you for your custom.
I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning. Our little girl died recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong mead, but nothing gives my Tova peace. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one. Thank you. It's all in the swing. Let me show you.
I've been a bit
Please
out of
forgive
sorts
my-
since. Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just
Good
miss it
afternoon.
so much.
Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm. Fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for? Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth? Thanks.
It's a bad time to
There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice? Take a look. Good day to you.
The eyes of the law are everywhere these days. The guards are
Some may
looking
call
for
this
killers.
junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Good day.
I'll see you again soon, I hope.
Fruits and vegetables.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
No! Get that accursed beast away from me!
Yes, that's right. Whether...
I'll be fine.
My master can be a bit short-tempered. Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Oh, if there was a
I'll never
tonic
have a
that
master
could
who
help me,
remains skilled with potions.
I would have found it by now. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the White File, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. The legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the Eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the phial, you fool!
You've got that fire under control, right?
All right, then. We'll get together later.
I need to compare the old star charts to today's.
Did they really record the star positions from Corral Mill's tomb? There's no way it's that precise. My master can be a bit short-tempered, but are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. It doesn't matter what I believe. Norellian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now.
May the Eight. So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients. Hope to see you again soon.
Norellian skill with potions.
Hear my prayer, son of Akatosh, and grant peace to these departed souls. My job's simple enough. The dead don't really complain much. Luckily, Windhelm is cold, so the dead don't rot. Sometimes the burial has to be wrapped.
Tell me you've seen them. Those
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord.
like something out of a nightmare.
Oh, thank you.
Stillborn cave.
Divines bless your kind heart. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you.
Trouble?
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Is that fur coming out of your ears?
Full of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great...
May the gods watch over your
White
back,
Run.
friend.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Damn faithless Imperials.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Gotmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done has...
Keeping the palace clean and the Lord's fit ain't easy work, but it's honest must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorli?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hole in the parts, and for that I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir. The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this decree for details. For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. Grew up here, cold as Admora, but that just grows the beard thicker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. Travel safely. It's I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. I'll take my leave then.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Is that so? Ah, yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken.
go with the gods.
I'm not sure you belong here, friend.
What is it? Dragons?
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
Staying safe, I hope? Be careful. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service. Ah, yes, the extract. Good. Poisonous, of course, but it has its uses. I suppose you want something for your trouble? Here. Mind what or who you practice this on. Take a look. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world. I'd explain my research, but you'd just be confused.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. Townsfolk call me captain, because I used to be a sailor. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe.
Fair winds and Paul was one of the best soldiers in the Stonecloak army until I took a sword to the chest.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister.
Be on the lookout.
If you've got some
Butcher could
time,
be
The
around
townsfolk
any
call me
corner.
captain because I used to be a sailor.
I promise you'll
It's a
soon
pleasure
wonder.
to talk to someone so interesting.
Sure. What can I do for you? Yes.
Lonely Gale. I've been looking for you.
This is an ode to
Name's
Sky.
Nils.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
Horses.
Safe journeys, sword brother.
Do you have any idea how dull
I've been a bit out of sorts since...
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. Now more than ever. The world needs tales of heroism.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. My blade is sharp and I thirst for battle. Onward then.
For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows.
Not
Let's
really.
go.
I try not to think of her.
You didn't hear it from me, but if you want to
Captain Lonely Gale has been avoiding me. I just know it.
Hey,
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durant lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. Captain!
What is it now, Viola?
Did you notice that the snow settles in a different direction near the murder sites?
Don't you
Name's
think
Nils.
all your tramping
I'm the
around
cook
there
of
investigating
Candlehearth
might
Hall.
have something to do with it?
Can't just throw the big lump. When I'm cutting wood, I pretend there's an Imperial soldier's head on the stump. You lost? My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. I don't care much for the war, one way or the other.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. Thanks. Need something? They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever. I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Ulfric will listen to you.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the Corner Club on his own. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, rundown...
Take a good look
all I
around.
ask.
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
We have a chance to
If
make a
not,
better
let
life
me
for
know.
ourselves here.
I might
For
have it
that,
stored away.
Thank you.
All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some. I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a number of items from adventurers like yourself. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while. Take a look. Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
I thought the...
How splendid. Another Nord. The College of Winterhold is the only place in Skyrim open-minded enough to teach magic. Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on apprentices once in a while. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right
Be
now if it
careful.
wasn't for my war.
That murderer could be anywhere.
All right.
And anyone.
Name's News. I'm the cook of the Candlelight Hall.
Hey, you mix potions, right?
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimbar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not.
You really thought you could get away with it? If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black
How did you do that?
trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimbar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock at his door.
No, child. Wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the dock.
I try to keep Grimbar safe,
Thing too.
but these are dangerous times. Yes, it is quite sad. A young boy, Aventus Aretino, lost his mother recently and was sent to an orphanage. But he has returned home, and people have heard strange chanting. They say it's the Black Sacrament, the ritual to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Why a little boy would want to contact a group of murderers is beyond me. But he is inviting evil into the city.
Do you know my father? His name is Torsten Krulsey. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior, the strongest one ever. Until next time. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grillhawk, die! So very tired. So very tired. Grillhawk, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grillhawk, die! Grillhawk, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grillhawk, die! Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me? Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. So very tired. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grillhawk, die! Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. So very tired. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grillhawk, die! Grillhawk, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grillhawk, die! So very tired. Grillhawk, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Die, Grillhawk, die! Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. So very tired. Die, Grillhawk, die! So very tired. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Grillhawk, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood. It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! It took so long. So very long. But now that you're here, you can accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften. Honor Hall! The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of
I'm not much of a strategist.
Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on the West.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get?
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're... Have you taken care of that? Thank you, thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours. Well, you've come to the right place.
My cousin's out fighting dragons. What do I get?
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
I need to get my things and say goodbye.
No lollygagging.
Look, we don't have much love for your kind down here. Probably best if you just left.
You don't know what freedom really means. The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't tolerate any disloyalty. You looking for work? Got a sailor who thought running a gang of thieves would be more money than hauling my cargo. You make an example of that gang, I'll give you a year's worth of pay. That's the spirit, right? See you around.
I'm a lot happier out here on the deck than I am wandering around.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. May the wind be at your back, friend. I already told you. I'm not going back to Solstheim. May the wind be at your back.
You've been a good friend to me. That
You're
means
looking
something.
for passage for Northern Maydays. Ship shape, ready to go.
The Nords don't appreciate us. So what? I appreciate
Looking to hire a boat?
Mm-hmm. Until next time.
Windhelm has been hard. We have not fared well outside our native Black Marsh, but we're determined to make the best of things. I began praying to Zenithar, the god of wealth, to bring us some fortune, but thieves made off with my sacred amulet almost as soon as I bought it. Shavi would be in your debt, kind one. Oh yes, after all, what's the point in being miserable all the time? I know life on the docks isn't easy. Sometimes life puts you in difficult circumstances you didn't choose. But being happy or unhappy is a choice you make. And I've chosen to make the best of things that I can. I enjoyed our talk.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Need something?
Yes? Need something?
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
Starting to get too old to
Good
work
day.
all day. But hopefully Master Halalu will let me slow down a bit.
Make sure the back fence is up there. Master Cruelty comes and works the field sometimes. I don't think the mistress likes it. Come out and catch it.
Back off!
Now ain't this a surprise?
Can't wait to count out your coins! I'll tear you to pieces. Enough of you! So much in the wrong place. You're dead! Do your...
Sure, feel free to hand me all the gold you want. Let's go.
My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
Wouldn't even be. There's a word for my idiot sister.
Welcome to Kyne's Grove. If it's Malachi... bunch of lazy rabble trying to make a living. Can't get better workers in because everyone's afraid of the tomb up above the mine. Dead dragons. It hasn't moved since Ysgramor, and it's not going to start now. Superstitious milk drinkers.
Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
All this talk of dragons is making people answer. Nonsense.
Huh?
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Mine's always on the... Well, well. You actually did what you said you were going to do. I'm impressed. Here, let me teach you a thing or two about alteration magic. It's the least I can do. Safe travels.
Hey!
If it's Malachite you're after, you've come to the right place. I'll pay for any you dig up out of Steve's forge.
Bandits harassed the caravans at every step. A few days ago we were ambushed. A nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quick fingers. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land. You are kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here. Be careful. I missed my amulet, but a life cannot be replaced as easily. Skyrim is filled with all manner of dangerous beasts. Wolves, trolls, mammoths, and giants would all like to make a meal of us, but the dragons are the most fearsome. Lucky for us, they don't seem to hunt along the roads. Yes, I was hired to protect the others as we walk the roads of Skyrim. It is a thankless task, and I would rather be back home in elsewhere, but I have little choice. Akari freed me from a prison in Cyrodiil, and now I must repay my debt to him. A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and drink. Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every cent in. May your road lead you to warm sands.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all...
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found...